What's going on, everyone? It's Rohan here, back with another video. Today in the studio we have the City Pack Pro 2 from Aer. If you've been watching the channel for a while, we've reviewed a couple of backpacks, but I've never been this excited about a bag. And to say that I'm a bit of an airhead would be a big understatement. Currently, I daily the Fitpack 3. I own many of their products, from tech pouches and dock kits to duffel bags. And whenever I'm asked about a recommendation for a good backpack, I always recommend Aer. So this isn't really going to be a review because I don't necessarily think it would be a fair one. But what I am going to tell you is what I love about this bag and why I think it's going to be a great replacement for my Fitpack 3. Before we get into it though, I do want to thank the folks at Aer for sending me this bag. They didn't really ask for a review and they haven't seen this video prior to posting. With that out of the way, the first thing we got to start out with is the look. Aer has gone with this black on black color scheme and it's very in line with the rest of their products. I really like this minimal look with the right amount of detail to keep things fresh. Dig a little bit deeper though and things start to get really interesting. This particular version is made of a material called Ultra 400X. It's not something that I've seen Aer use before. They usually use Cordura nylon or even X-Pack, and quite frankly, it's the first time I'm seeing it used in any bag. Ultra 400X is made from the same fibers they use on sailboats, so it's incredibly strong, water resistant, and lighter than you'd expect. For some context, the standard Cordura version of this bag weighs 2.86 pounds, and the Ultra version I have here weighs just 2.57 pounds. That might not seem like a big deal, but if you're a commuter or you travel frequently, you know that every bit of weight counts. Turning to the inside, there's also some really neat details in here. If you take a look at the lining, it's done in this light gray fabric. It's clean, it's minimal, and in line with the rest of Aer's products. But if you take a look at the pockets, they're lined in this light green fabric. It might seem purely like an aesthetic choice, but I think the pop of color makes it easier and faster to find your gear. It's a subtle detail, but one that I think works really well in this bag. One last thing I did want to touch on are these zippers. They're industry standard YKK zippers, but Aer has gone the extra mile with these rubberized pulls. They're super durable and I much more prefer these over the cord and cap ones on my Fitpack 3. Of course, it's one thing to have high-end materials and really good build quality, but the City Pack Pro 2 also delivers on functionality. And if I had to pick a main theme, it's that everything, and I really mean everything, is quick access. Aer has broken this bag down into what I'd like to call 3 zones. You've got the quick access zone, the main compartment, and a spot at the back for your laptop. These zipper pockets up front are perfect for things like pens, cables, and keys. We'll actually get back to these a little bit later, but just know there's tons of organization available. Then you have the main compartment, which fully unzips on 3 sides. If you remember, we actually covered a bag with a similar design in our commuter everyday carry video, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link up here. But this is a trend I've seen more and more with bags being designed with a hybrid of commuting and traveling in mind. Either way, it makes it super simple to grab something from the bottom without making a mess. Finally, towards the back, you've got a dedicated area for your laptop. It's a padded and suspended sleeve supporting up to a 16-inch laptop. It's got soft lining to protect your laptop from scratches, and even comes with slots of separation to throw in something like an iPad. Plus, I love the fact that it's separate from the main compartment, which makes my laptop easy to grab and go. Add to all of that a quick access pocket along the top, these stretchy slots on both sides that can actually hold real water bottles, and these grab handles for added convenience, and it becomes quite clear that Aer has spent a lot of time dialing in the functionality. Now, comfort and fit are really important to me, and over the past 5 years, I've been using the Fitpack 3. I've gotten used to its shape, the way it fits, and how it carries. So I was really curious how this bag would stack up. The shoulder straps are nicely padded and ergonomically shaped, so even when the bag is packed, they remain comfortable. There's plenty of adjustment, and they've even included a chest strap with a magnetic closure to stay secure. But what really got me are these mesh back panels that are sculpted in a way to let your back breathe. The foam is soft but ridged to allow for a good amount of airflow, so whether you're on a hot day or a long walk, the moisture gets wicked away and you remain comfortable. As for the silhouette, the bag really hugs the body without being too bulky or rigid, and it's really well balanced where it doesn't shift too much when you're moving around. One underrated detail that you've probably noticed is that the bag really stands on its own. It sounds minor, but is super useful, whether you're at your desk, on the train, or standing in line at the airport. You don't need to really lean it against anything, and it doesn't tip over, so everyday use is a lot smoother. Now, organization is really crucial in a backpack, and the City Pack Pro 2 is no different. Up top, you have a quick access pocket for something like a pair of sunglasses. On the front side, you have a deeper pocket for bigger things, and even a carabiner for your keys. And then up top, you have a combination of mesh and zippered pockets with enough room for all of my tech accessories. There's even a hidden slot for an AirTag up here. It's kind of gotten to the point where I actually don't even carry a tech pouch around because of how well this is laid out. And that theme of well laid out carries to the main compartment as well as the laptop area. It's a subtle but nice amount of organization without compromising on the core functionality of each section. That's why I really appreciate this bag, because none of this feels forced. This City Pack Pro 2 has a ton of space, but divided in a way that keeps things organized without being overdone. And I think that's what makes this bag so versatile. It's not just a work bag or a travel bag, it's kind of an everything bag. I've actually used this bag for my commute downtown, and it's the perfect size for my laptop, charger, headphones, and even some personal items without feeling too bulky. When I'm at the office, the minimalist look blends really well into a professional environment. But then I can take it to the studio and pack it with camera gear and accessories for a shoot without requiring a separate tech organizer. It simply adapts to what your needs are. And I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of traveling later this year, so I'm interested to see how this bag will do. I do imagine that the quick access pockets and the main compartment that fully opens will come really in handy. At the end of the day, what makes the City Pack Pro 2 so special is how it balances out everything. Design, durability, comfort, and smart storage. I think it's trying to be an everything everywhere bag and does a good job of accomplishing that. Whether you're commuting, traveling, or just working at your local coffee shop, this bag is a really versatile option, and I think one that's worthy of replacing my FitPack 3. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if there's something specific you want me to cover about this bag or any other Aer gear. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.